Welcome back, folks.
The other thing about loot.
Oh my god, again?
No. I just wanted continuity.
Continuity.
Found it. So this is the Federation's dirty little...
Front-loaded right away.
Like, not even 20 seconds in.
Not even.
But maybe I should wait to report back until I can gather more evidence.
Are you
So Azusa already knew about...
She knew something was up.
Scott and Norid.
About
Is she a
slave labor.
Is she a fucking spy for the East? That's nuts.
For the East?
I could have sworn we were being
We don't know what the Japan
impressive.
section is called. If that's where she's from, it's alluded, but
What are
I don't
you
think it's
doing
directly
here?
stated. I'm not sure. What
Fair.
are you doing here?
Well,
What you
Scott here
doing
was on
in the
guard duty,
Forbidden Sector?
It's just called the Forbidden Sector.
and I was just
Right.
passing by
I
when we
can't
heard
get over
voices
that.
coming from the restricted area.
The restricted
we are.
area.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh god, I forgot. Scott's just like the blandest guy since
the
Jimmy.
blandest guy. We don't even talk about.
He
we don't even
hangs out with
talk
Jimmy.
about Scott.
Yes.
Oof.
Thanks.
Both of
Following
us.
orders, aren't you? Now then, Azusa, mind if I ask you the same question? What are you doing here?
Only
That's
the
also-
knows.
Only the
We're snooping
nose.
around for classified
The
information.
biggest snuffer. Snuffleupagus.
It kind of looks like you're a spy. Maybe for the Empire?
Oh my god, it's fucking
Ooh.
just straight up. He's like, "Are you a spy?"
Why don't we make this our little secret?
This is way more interesting than the main
Ooh.
plot.
If you keep this between us.
What the fuck? That's such a weird thing to say.
Hope you brought knee pads. Did that get dark? I think that got a little too dark. I'm sorry.
What'd she say when she got to the ball?
Not gonna finish that joke.
Nope.
Oh, I get it. You're trying to seduce us?
Oh.
But I'm not interested. The whole mating thing, it just isn't for me.
You know, I can appreciate that. He's ace. Asexual?
No, I understood what you meant. It took me a second, but I'm there.
Oh, don't worry about keeping us quiet. We're just
She
curious is all.
robo-cops him and shoots his dick off.
If you don't want to tell us
You,
what
have
you're
you seen the clip I'm talking
Whoa,
about?
what?
You haven't seen the clip from RoboCop I'm
No,
talking about?
but this got awfully Judge Dredd. Just, I am the law.
Honestly,
Is she?
I could care less about military secrets. And Scott here won't try to stop you
Maybe they're
unless you
just on
direct it.
patrol, you know?
No, they said Scott's on
No, sir.
guard duty, but
You're kidding, right? If an officer caught you letting a spy run free, you'd be done for.
this is
Yeah.
a very complicated situation suddenly.
Hold up, hold up.
Suddenly. Well, it
Why
also
don't we
doesn't
talk
help that
somewhere
Scott...
room here?
who watches the
Kids can't
Watchers?
be cooped
It's
up
like the Blues
this.
Brothers.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. So like you know the mall scene, right, where they're driving through the mall.
We're talking about this again.
Yeah. Well, they bought, instead of buying every item in the mall, they got a deal with all of the distributors, and they said, "Here, look, we'll pay you for all of the damaged goods if you fill the mall." Right? And it's basically free advertising on top of that. And the problem was they hired security and things started going missing. So they hired a second group of security
God
to
damn it.
watch the security
Okay.
to make sure nothing went missing.
Uh-huh.
Who watches the Watchers?
Was the
The Watcher
security-
Watchers watch the Watchers.
Were the security guys stealing things?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the only way to catch that shit.
It was to put security around the security.
Was to make sure that security was you know,
Turn me in.
doing the thing.
That's so
And
ridiculous.
they hired the second set of security with like
That's what I said, isn't it?
understanding that there is a cash bonus for catching someone stealing
Yeah.
something. Like they made it, they
First I got caught.
they
Then
incentivized
totally flat.
catching that stuff, and I'm sure they were going to be paid a bonus for covering the projected
Oh,
losses.
Sorry
Yeah.
about that. But like I said, mating and stuff isn't really my thing.
So
I'm too busy
I'm from
collecting
another country,
anime.
too. Far to the north.
and bear
Up
pins.
there, I lived in harmony
And
with
bear
Mother
pins.
Nature.
Oh my God, he's a druid.
Yeah,
The
kinda.
higher the human population, the less room left for animals. Breeding with you would be irresponsible.
He's so, like, weirdly clinical about
For
it.
me, animals are the only children I want. Mother Nature's the only lover I need.
All I need are my fur babies.
I get what you're saying.
Oh
The way
God.
you're
Here we
saying
go.
is totally
He's one of those cat
Hold on.
dads.
I love that response. I understand what you said, but holy shit, did you creep me out when you said it?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Scott, why are you
Scott,
here?
you're so bland. Leave.
But you catch
Off
my
you
drift
fuck,
with the
sir.
beauty of nature, don't you?
You're so disposable, you don't even have a fucking name tag on.
I
Oh my
seriously
God.
can't.
That's really
People
bad.
who don't have a care in the world.
What?
That really got you.
I kind of envy that.
Because I've heard that at work.
Truth be told, I'm a spy.
What
Not
the
for Empire,
fuck?
though. If I told you where, I'd have to kill you.
I just want to point out that's not what you say.
You don't
Let's
openly
say I'm
admit to
from the
being a
far
spy.
east.
Or maybe she's doubling down.
Long story short, I was raised by a clan of assassins.
So it's
What the fuck? There's just
By a clan
assassin
of
clans in
assassins.
this? Do you work for the
I've been
Shredder?
conducting espionage since I was a child.
since she was a child.
Are you Paz from fucking Peace Walker?
My mission is to find out what the
Ooh.
Federation is hiding.
Do you even know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, I had to be sure.
I just didn't expect
Should
the
you be
poll.
telling us all this?
There you go.
Of
A
course
moment
not.
of like, wait a minute.
But you boys reminded me of something.
How old are you that you call them the boys?
All I've ever wanted was to cut my puppet strings. A life without anyone.
Oh my God, she's
She's Pinocchio.
no, she's she's Marina from VC1.
Oh, okay.
Want us to help? you?
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda. I can see that.
Help me. With what?
What are they trying to do?
You can fake your death.
I can't stand the sight of a caged animal. The same goes for people.
That's why I didn't report that little kid trapped inside the engine.
Humans
Because
are animals
she's
too.
a suffer
We're meant to
puppet.
be free.
That's such
Am
a
I right?
harsh fucking word.
What?
A suffer puppet?
She said she had strings and she hates being.
I understand. I agree with you, but like it feels like the term that like is used to describe a rape victim. It sounds horrible.
My God.
It's what it sounds like.
Seem like you died in
Well,
combat. You
well,
can slip away, and they'll be none the
if we're
wiser.
going to be real here, suffer puppet is actually a phrase used that was first coined
This
to describe
has to be
someone's
a joke.
body when someone's aging body because it hurts
Okay,
after
yeah.
the age of
Whatever.
30. 30 is when it starts falling, when you
overthinking
start
it. I
decaying
love nature, which means I
while
love
while
freedom.
moving forwards in time.
It feels like I'm at that part of my life where God stopped giving me things and started to take them away. I don't remember what that's from, but it was something that stuck with me and it made me really uncomfortable when I heard it. I was like, ooh.
Oof. Makes me think of the question.
Yeah, kinda.
No, why are you digging through my trash?
Oh,
Dig
please.
through everyone's trash.
Yeah, it's that scene from Justice League. He goes, maybe you shouldn't eat grilled cheese before bed. She goes, do you go through my garbage? Supergirl says to him, and he goes, oh, please. I go through everyone's garbage.
I go through everyone's garbage.
If people haven't gone and watched the animated, like, early 2000s Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, go watch that show. It's so good. The Question is easily the best character
Easily
in
the
Justice
best
League Unlimited.
character.
He's obsessed with all the conspiracies in the world. He goes, I'm not obsessed with all conspiracies.
Pay attention,
It's just
Scott. I'll
one.
go over it
One
more
big
time.
conspiracy.
Right.
Like, it's
Once
so
the fighting starts,
unbelievable
we
how
need to
nuts
capture the main
and
force.
weirdly
Then
correct
you'll
he
help
is.
Azusa escape.
Aye, aye, sir.
Norid made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Norid is secretly the Godfather.
That'd be really weird. He's got the
And I
orange
was
slice in his mouth.
Every time he smiles, you just see the orange.
He does the face. He dies in a field.
All I can do is
From a
try
heart
to
attack.
grow.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. If you haven't seen The Godfather,
That
you
movie.
uncultured fuck.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't say the thing I was gonna say. I've seen it, I just don't care for the movie.
That's fair.
The one thing that I
Alright,
would
so it's a seek and destroy mission.
seek and destroy.
Seek and destroy.
Metallica. I think, yeah. Is it like really dark? Whoa, hello.
Goodbye.
Jesus.
And he can fire multiple shots. Remember, we equipped him that way.
Circle of life.
Jesus. It's like weirdly brutal, his casualness to just be like, fuck you, you're dead. Damn it.
No!
Inches away.
a ball's tickle away from the tower.
Baby, I'm gonna crawl.
Naturally.
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 Get out of here, Abbott and Costello.
Naturally. Naturally.
You're being targeted.
Get the Grenadier because he's the only one who will be able to actually hurt you. On your left.
Oh, dang. All right, goodbye. I think this is the same mission period of time as that mission we had with Joshua.
It's taking place on the same map, that's for sure. They do recycle these maps in a way that's inventive and a good use of assets.
I mean,
so.
I want to say the mission took place over here.
Yeah, that was our
and
start
we marched,
point.
and we had to march our way up and over.
Yes. Actually, that part with the barricades right there is where the end point was. If you go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the ending right there.
There's the ending of that one mission.
Yep.
So that's actually really, really creative.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it at first, but I'm glad I did.
It's a clever way to do it.
Actually really, really, really wholesome.
There's really smart ways that game devs are able to go, hey, we need to save space on the disc. How do we do it? It's why palette swaps exist in RPGs and stuff.
Yeah.
They just swap out the colors and go, it's a new unit, but it's just different enough. It's just similar, but just different enough. People will look at it and go, it's just a stronger one or whatever. It's the regional variation, and it doesn't come across as lazy unless you do it for every enemy in the game, and then it becomes like, well, what the hell? That's a good spot.
Right? Covered from like every single angle.
Just about.
We'll march Scott forwards because love the little trails here.
It's so, there's so much cool stuff in this game. This game we've been playing on the channel for almost a year now, by the way. As of like September, I think.
Yeah.
I went back, by the way, and I checked the playlist, and it was all messed up.
Really?
The last time I went and looked at it, it was like, out of 100 and like almost 20 videos, it had like 85 episodes on the playlist, and I was like, ooh, and I had to go back and fix the whole thing.
Dang.
It's fixed now. It's probably still, it's probably going to be broken again when I go back to it, but.
There's one, no, two enemies up ahead. Open fire, Scott.
What?
Aye.
Oh, it's a cutscene kill.
Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat.
That takes care of that. Next up. Wait, what are you doing? They're already dead. Scott, would you cease fire?
What is going on?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you just like completely like?
I don't know what
You gotta
happened
mind
there.
your words. Scott's like a genie. He'll do whatever you say exactly as you said it.
Ah.
Okay.
He follows
Tell him to
orders
fight
to the
and he
T.
won't stop until he drops. So be careful what you wish for. It may come true.
That's incredibly exploitable, rather.
Yeah.
Way too literal, but impressive.
We need to be careful with Scott because I cannot fathom the danger of his Amelia Bedelia bullshit.
The enemy.
We can't afford to waste any time.
And yes, I did bring up Amelia Bedelia just
Oh
now.
my god.
Scott, draw the drapes. Come back. There's pen on the walls.
Yep. Alright, we got one over there. And on the tower, so we're definitely gonna need to get Norid back up.
Shuffle.
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 Think it's funny, shuffle nuts?
So I found a channel online where it's, I think it's through Node, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
They are professional VFX artists who work on movies and stuff.
Okay.
And they just look at movies and they look at good CGI versus bad CGI.
Right.
Like, if you go back and one of the ones I linked it in the Discord a while back, where they do the intro or the last scene from X-Men First Class, I think, and the CGI is horrific and like super terrible.
Right.
And they are like screaming when they see it. They're like, oh, it's so bad. But then they look at stuff like, they go to Transformers 1, for example, where the CGI is like basically perfect in a lot of scenes. Like it's ridiculously good. Those movies, your opinion, whatever they may be.
They did a really good job on the CGI.
Yeah, but or you go to X2 where Wolverine's claws look absolutely horrific and super terrible.
Oh, we don't talk about the special effects on that.
Dead. That's a really good rifle.
Right?
But yeah, they show off like the claws of war, and they explain in the video. They're like, this is how this happens. This is why this looks like this, and then they're like, this is why this looks this way and why it looks bad. Like they could have done this, and this, and it would have made it fine, but they didn't. It looks like shit.
And it's very telling whenever you see it.
It's so noticeable. Okay, I have a question for you. Speaking of Transformers and movies that have no characters in them, what did you think of? What's your general opinion of Shia LaBeouf, memes aside?
You know, he had a very good opening to his career with Holes.
Yes, I will agree.
Like really, really solid.
I miss
not like Holes is such a good adaptation.
I miss Even Stevens because that was his show.
Really?
Yeah, Even Stevens with Shia LaBeouf and his weird sister whose name I don't remember. That show had some pretty good stuff. I can't get to that Grenadier over here. Damn. Not without rushing him. The reason I bring this up is because I was thinking back on his like, what's the term for like? It's not a discography. It's the filmography. And of all the stuff I've seen him in, like Transformers 1 is like it's a very basic film. There's not a lot to go on. It's very normal. And yes, memes about him shouting Optimus, they are aplenty because it's very much actually his only line. Just send Scott in, the Grenadier's right around the corner. Yeah. But I also need to get... But did you see Disturbia? No. It's a good movie. It's based on the Alfred Hitchcock story of the woman who breaks her leg or whatever and is in the wheelchair and she thinks the neighbor's murdering his wife or whatever. Okay. It's based on that story. And Shia LaBeouf did an adaptation called Disturbia. He was the star in that. And it's a good-ass movie. Okay. It is actually really solid, and I recommend it. Okay. Rock on. What's a weird, obscure movie that you've seen that's like a C-tier film in terms of like production and visibility that's just totally fine and good?